Hello, 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 hello,
Fair
hello,
warning.
hello, 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 hello.
Next lot. $130. $400. $440. $460. $480. Fair warning. $500.
Live and alive, live and
Fair
alive,
warning.
live and alive. Live and alive, live and alive. Yeah, right on time.
Next
Right on
lot.
time. I couldn't even couldn't have timed it better myself.
$380.
That seems like it's
$420.
exactly when I needed to go live here. Exactly when did I miss any? Did we Game
Fair
Boy?
warning.
The auction starts with Game Boy today. That's a little bit weird. A little bit different of heritage to start off with Game Boy today. That's you know, a little weird. So, it turns out
Fair
It turns out here we're freaking 40% in through the auction, so I apologize about that. It turns out daylight savings time happened. You guys are probably aware of this. If you live in a time zone, your clock's probably changed, all this stuff, right? You're aware of daylight savings time. It happens. Where I live, in Saskatchewan, we don't observe daylight savings time. So my clocks all stay the same, and everything else changes. So, like, last week I was going live at 7 p.m. Now I'm live at 6 p.m. So, you know, 5:50, 6 p.m.'s rolling through. I'm big chillin'. I wasn't going live for another hour. So, that's why we're here while we're here. We're here while we're here. Yeah, that excuse took a long time to make up there, Shokla. I had to really go inside the Rolodex for that one. Oh my gosh.
Fair warning.
But anyways, we're through NES. We're into Game Boy here in the NES section. The Double Dragon 9.4 A plus Oval went for 2,280. Dragon Warrior was a... you can get a... first print lower grade Dragon Warrior is still only $360. I just think it's like even... maybe I thought it would get some more hype here. If you guys didn't hear, Akira Toriyama passed away. That was announced, what, like 4 or 5 days ago now? So kind of nuts on that. I know Dragon Warrior here isn't necessarily Dragon Quest. It doesn't have a lot of the, it doesn't have Toriyama's artwork and stuff, but maybe I just thought it would get a little bit more love. Fisher Price, I can remember, was 9.88 plus for $400 there. The Terminator 2, only 10 of them on the Wada Pop report, odd enough. 9.08 plus for 666. Early print on Skate or Die going for $216. That's an 8.0. Total Recall was a 9.8, $630. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Now, I think it was Shokla actually pointed this out in the Discord. This is an 8.0A Oval Seal Link. Zelda 2 here, right? Oval Seal Zelda 2, $2,100. There was in May 2023 a round seal 8.0 A plus that sold for $1,300. So like this oval print kind of frickin' boomed tonight. Like $2,100 is a lot for an 8.0 A oval. That is a hell of a sale right there. We had some European and PAL games. We had a group lot of bootlegs, I believe, right here. Yeah, unlicensed games there. Bootlegs, yeah. $408. Nintendo Power number 1, 4.5 for $240. Killer Instinct was a 9.88 plus for $2,200 there. Return of the Jedi was a first print, 9.6A, $960. And we're into N64 stuff here. $1,560. Starts us off with Banjo-Tooie. And the name of the title here, Donkey Kong 64, is this a key N64 game? Is Donkey Kong 64, like, is this one people need to own? At the signature, you guys will remember there was the VGA 90 plus. It sold for over $10,000. This is a 9.0 A plus here. 9.0 A plus is pushing to almost $3,000. 9.0 A plus Super Smash Brothers sold for what? 4,000, I think, at the signature?
Fair warning.
Looking for 3. DK64 is going to close at what? 2,600? 2,760 on DK64. 2,760. Man, I don't know. That it just feels It just feels like the price of DK has gone up recently.
$850.
Like, let me just open up Gamerstonks quick here.
$900. $950.
I'm sure DK64 did have some big sales. But it just feels like its relative strength right now is really, really good. Donkey Kong 64, 9.6 A++. A near perfect copy, July 2023 for $4,500. 9.0A, November 2022 for $1,300.
Fair warning.
9.2A plus on Golden, July 2022, $3,000. Like, it never sold for more than like $6,600.
Fair warning.
9.6A++. This VGA 90, yeah, 10,800. There was a 95. That's its peak. VGA 95, August 2022. But like otherwise, look at this. A 9.0A plus CGC copy for $900 at frickin' Hakes, March 2023. Relatively speaking, DK64 is doing really freaking well, and I don't really know why. I don't know. Doom 64, 9.4A++. This feels like one of the nicer copies of Doom 64 that we've ever seen. $1,200 there. Yeah, Comac, man. I'm like 30 minutes late to the auction, dude. Don't feel bad. DST got me too, dude. DST got me too, Comac.
Fair warning.
I showed up late for this auction.
$260.
But welcome in, you guys. I had a long intro there. I had to get caught up on everything. Welcome in, Jacob, Odin, Supyo, Goob Noob, Skull. You want to see a red sticker WADA auction? Come on, make it happen here. What do you mean a red sticker WADA auction? Oh, just mold and stuff. Yeah, the NES boomers have all the money, Supyo. They can afford those Zelda 2s for 8100. Greg is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. I wish it was like that, Jacob. I wish it was like that. If you're wanting to get into sealed game collecting, do you recommend buying through Heritage or better deals on Facebook? It just depends what you're buying, Fabnance. Like, the Heritage auction system definitely can show up some really good prices. Heritage also is going to get a lot of stuff that you aren't going to find necessarily on Facebook groups. Like, there's just more volume going through Heritage, so it just kind of depends. Always make sure you're watching your bids here with the BP. Consider shipping costs, all that stuff. It just depends. You can get some really good deals on Heritage. Sometimes stuff's expensive. Use both Heritage, Facebook groups, eBay. Use it all. You know what I mean? Use all of them. Gauntlet Legends, 9.8A++ going for $300. Mario Kart 64, 8.5A+ player's choice. Yeah, DK64 to me, like, I love it, right? I love DK64. Fantastic game. Grew up playing it. I watch 101% speedruns. The any percent, like, I'm deep into DK64.
Next lot.
I just feel $70. Like at its price point right now, this is Mortal Kombat Mythology here. It's an 80+ qualified. We don't see many copies at all. Qualified copy today. I just feel like DK64 gets passed by so many other good games. Like, for the rare library, for sure, right? DK64 is like an absolute staple on the console. I just don't think it hangs with the top 5, top 10 games.
Fair warning. $320.
That's kind of my take on DK64. I would love to own one, but I'm not going to pay... Like, I'm personally not looking to pay like $3,000 for a Donkey Kong 64. Like, that's getting into the price of, like, you know, GoldenEye. You can get one around this condition. I think 8.5A+ GoldenEye sold privately for like $2,800. Paper Mario 9.0A++. You know, Banjo-Tooie's right beside it. Higher grade for $1,560. I agree. DK is better than Banjo-Tooie. I don't disagree with that at all. You do think DK's top 10 N64. What's a qualified copy? It's one that's been opened, but like it's brand new inside. So the shrink wrap was removed. They checked inside. It was brand new. That's what qualified means on N64. Paper Mario just went for $2,000. That's a 9.0A++. Am I crazy, or is that a lot of money for Paper Mario as well?
Next lot.
9.0A+. May 2023 for $1,000. 9.2A+. February this was like 2 weeks ago. 9.2A+ for $1,260. Paper Mario over $2,000 today for 9.0A++. That's a good Paper Mario sale.
Next
It's like
lot.
pretty solid. That beat a 9.4 A++. It beat two 9.4 A++ copies from back in January and February of 2023. It beat 9.2 A+ all the way back in August 2022. My gosh. November 2021, 9.4 A++ sold for just about as much. That's all. That's Paper Mario. Bit of a bump there. I personally have thought Paper Mario is undervalued for a long time. I think Paper Mario should be expensive. Paper Mario, in my opinion, is above DK64. No one else has agreed over years, though. So, yeah, the hype is real for Paper Mario. Get in now, Matt's Garrison. The Power Garrison needs to buy into Paper Mario right now. Like, don't miss your chance.
$20.
I think Paper Mario is above DK64, personally. Pokemon Mystery Red there, 9.6 A+ for 4,560. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, desirable and pretty rare on Game Boy Advance here. Pushing up over 300? Yes, we got some bids there. 9.6 A+, looking for 384. You only loved Ocarina, GoldenEye, Mario Kart, and Smash? I mean, that's like four of the top 5 right there, isn't it? I mean, you played all the best games on N64 there, JT. Yo, Super Lightwater, welcome in. There's only like 15 good games on N64. Yeah, and I am saying DK64 is like, you know, number 11. I'd have to actually write it out.
$240.
I would have to actually write out the N64 games that are like, what are the best? DK64 is close. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like here to shit on it. It's really hanging out with some high prices right now.
Warning.
That's all I'm saying on DK64. It's pretty frickin' expensive right now. Game Boy Advance, the Super Ghouls and Ghosts went for $360 there. Wario Land 4, 9.4 A+ on Game Boy Advance as well. Yeah, why are there no Pokemons today? We got Soul Silver coming up, Rick. I don't know if you care at all about Soul Silver for VGA 90. Conkers is interesting, Acqui, because Conkers,
Fair warning.
I just gotta see what the pop is on it.
$360.
Yeah, Conkers has a really high pop. So it's a pop 145 on WATA alone. There were just a lot of factory sealed copies of Conkers floating around. I'll just show Donkey Kong in comparison. So Donkey Kong is literally half as many submitted as Conkers. Oh man. I don't know if it's a hot take to say that Conkers is overrated as a game. Like, I know it's gotten like cult classic,
$900,
like cult classic status at this point, but like DK64, I'm putting way above Conkers. Paper Mario is way above Conkers. I don't think Conkers is too expensive. Like, you know, you can get yourself a 9.4 A+ for $1,400, 9.6 A++ 2,400. Like, because there are so many Conkers, you can get one for a pretty fair price. You know, VGA 90 just sold for $2,600. Like, you can get yourself a Conkers for a very reasonable price. I just, I guess I would just say the price is fair right now. There's a lot of them out there. It's not selling super expensive. You know, like, if you told me you bought this 9.4 A+ for $1,400, it's like, okay, you know, like, yeah, all right. To me, it feels fair right now for Conkers. But I personally, like, if Conkers ever became, like, say the price on Conkers doubled, tripled, that's where I'd be like, okay, like, all right, let's calm down here. Game Boy Advance SP for $1,140. Pokemon Soul Silver, $1,920 to the VGA 90. Didn't this just sell for less at the 6th Gen showcase?
$900.
Am I crazy? VGA 95 sold in February for $2,500. VGA 90 just went for $1,920. What did it just sell for on the, wasn't it last Thursday we had one of these? Am I crazy? Am I tripping? Someone fact check me on that. VGA 90 Mario Kart Wii. Wow, $1,000 there. That's kind of cool. 9.6 A++ Breath of the Wild later production copy here, looking for $100.
$95.
So yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Acqui. I think it's fair right now. DK64 might be riding the hype from the 10K plus VGA 90. I think so. I do think so, homeostatic.
$130.
That VGA 90 sale was like, yeah, that was big on DK64. 10,000 for DK is big, especially in 2024. It's a big DK sale. Conkers just has the memes. Yeah, like maybe if I would have played Conkers during the actual lifespan of the console, maybe I'd have a lot better of a connection to it, or I'd care about Conkers more. But like, I don't know.
Fair warning.
I don't find the humor, like I think the humor was really special for its time, but like I don't think it's aged well, and I don't necessarily think the game does anything better than like Banjo-Tooie or Donkey Kong 64.
$180. $190.
You swear the box looks nicer than the... You swear the 9.0 box looks nicer than their 9.8 box on Wada's example page? Man, I don't think they've updated that example page since they first published the website. And even, like, I remember when they first published it, people were saying it was, like, not that helpful, kind of had discrepancy. I don't know if it's, like, you know, the 9.0 looking nicer than the 9.8, but, like, their example page... I remember, if it's the same one they've always had, wasn't all that helpful at all.
Next lot.
You agree Conkers is a bit overrated? You did get a Wada 9.3? Did you get a 9.2 or a 9.4 for 1,000 last fall? Looking to hold for it a while? Yeah, like I'm totally fine with that price point there. Like that just feels fine to me. Conkers could go up. Conkers could get more popular, you know, like it could have a re-release, a reimagining, the character could come back. Like I'm not saying Conkers is bad.
$260.
It's just I not one that I care about a lot myself. And like I said, if the price were to go up a lot, that's where I'd be like, ah. As it sits, I think it's just fair. Entering into Sega there, that does do it for the Nintendo section of the auction. John Madden Football 93, 9.6B plus. This should be what, the second Madden game on Sega? $336 there. Rolo to the rescue. Electronic Arts. There's only one copy on the Pop Report, so there's two now. Just a rare EA game if you're someone who's deeper into the Sega library. Rolo to the rescue. We'll see how it does here. 9.6C plus. I kind of want to call it a full set collector game. Like, no one really ever talks about Rolo, I don't think. At least that's how I've always seen it. I'm aware of it, but like, you know, no one's ever talking about Rolo. Pushing its way up over $250 though. Getting some love here for Rare Genesis. Aren't there like guns and weapons in Conkers? That's totally different than DK and Banjo-Tooie. DK has guns, bro. Don't you tell me DK doesn't have a coconut gun that fires at will.
$300. $320.
But yeah, Conkers has that like adult edginess. That's you know, its defining feature. You played a ton of Conkers on N64 and Xbox. For you, snagging the 9.68 plus was more so a piece of nostalgia from your childhood. Oh, for sure. For sure. Rolo goes for $360. And like no issue for that, right? Like if you want a copy of Conker, by all means. It's nice that it's more affordable. It's like Ocarina of Time. There's so many damn copies that you can actually buy one for a reasonable price, right? You're not chasing after it like... You know what I mean. It's nice when some of these games actually have population on them. Obviously, it creates a bit of a price ceiling, but more people get to own some of these amazing games. Yo, Kevin, welcome in, man. Bonk's Adventure on TurboGrafx 16, 9.0 A++. Just a little TurboGrafx game finding its way in here, and one of the better ones with Bonk. The TurboGrafx 16 mascot, Bonk. Pushing it to a hip over $600, though. I don't know what these actually sell for on TurboGrafx. I don't know much about collecting for it.
Next lot.
$600 for Bonk's Adventure there. Entering into PS1 with Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror, 85 plus. Yeah, TurboGrafx is a console I own. I might even still own one. I either owned or still do, and I have like, you know, a handful of games, but I never collected for it. I just like bought a random lot or two locally. Probably like 10 years ago. Never got into TurboGrafx.
$160.
They should hire me to make a new example page of the water grading. Yes. I mean, at this point, it seems like everything to do with the grading companies has gotten a bit worse as we enter into 2024 here. Like, customer service has slowed down, layoffs have taken place. I don't think we're going to see an update to that grading page ever. So, at least not anytime in the future. I just don't see that happening. Broken Sword 2 goes for $192 here. Final Fantasy 9. 9.48 plus black label copy of the game. We're looking for $500 there. Quickly zipped its way up. Conkers came out way too late in the N64 lifecycle. Yes, and that's why there's so many that still exist factory sealed condition upgrade.
$440.
That is why they still exist. Conkers, Perfect Dark, even Paper Mario. When did Paper Mario come out? There used to be cases of Paper Mario. How many are on the Pop Report? Scratch Paper Mario. Go back to just Conkers and Perfect Dark as your examples.
Next lot.
How many Paper Mario are there?
$120.
Okay, there's 110. Never mind. Yeah, there's quite a few Paper Mario floating around out there as well. Any N64 game that's like over Pop 100? There were cases, Supyo. I mean, we're looking at what? 9.6 A++ has 10.
$170.
Of course, only one 9.8 A++, but like 13 9.4 A++, and 10 9.6 A++. That's some cases, man.
$150.
There's no Paper Mario cases, there's pallets. You got me.
$160.
You got me. Final Fantasy 9 going for $528 there. Final Fantasy Origins 9.6 A+ for $192. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis 8.0 A. Scratch Paper Mario is the name of the prototype? Like, seriously?
$200.
I'm not sure if there's a joke there or something I should know. Yo, AJX, welcome in. What's your opinion on grading Japanese Virtual Boy games? I have two myself, actually, Kevin. Funny enough. I have Mario Clash and Mario Tennis, Japanese Virtual Boy. I would only do it if they're brand new, unopened. I wouldn't grade a CIB Japanese Virtual Boy game. But if you have one brand new, unopened, man, it's a small audience. I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. Put it that way, I guess. If you really want to do it for something, or you have like one of the Mario games, you know, okay. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't be going out of my way to grade Japanese Virtual Boy. Resident Evil 3 going for $288 into Tobal number 1, 9.8 A+. This has, yeah, designs by Akira Toriyama. So maybe we'll have, Carrie's Prestige is the first game featuring designs by Akira Toriyama.
Fair warning.
Shouldn't Dragon Quest be the first game featuring design by Toriyama? Am I mistaken? Am I crazy? Is Tobal like what? I don't know. Now I don't know what I know. But Toriyama had to do with this. 9.8 A+.
Fair warning.
There's a Paper Mario prototype. You do bad things to that?
Next
yeah,
lot.
I'd love to see it.
$120.
I would love to see a Paper Mario prototype too. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the first PS1 game, Odin, is what they meant. $384 there for the 9.8 A+. Because like he did Dragon Quest all the way back in the 80s. Tobal here is 1996.
Fair warning.
Or yeah, maybe first fighting game? Weird wording on it. Weird wording. Tomb Raider 9.6 A+ greatest hits copy for $180. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is a 9.8 A with an EGM award sticker on it there. I don't know if that sticker is a good thing or a bad thing.
$60.
There's 2 copies of this variant on there, so that sticker is a thing.
$80.
It says go buy this game now.
$400.
I kind of think the sticker would be a good thing. Maybe, I don't know. It has a sticker on it.
$420.
Seems like Paper Mario's up every month. Maybe that hurts it a bit. 9.6, 9.8 are still high. Yes. Yes. The 110 on the pop definitely does create a bit of a ceiling on it, like I was talking with Conkers. But the sale tonight, Very decent on Paper Mario. Very
Fair
decent.
warning.
Oh, Mike, CGC and WADA had layoffs.
$440.
CGC and WADA had layoffs.
Fair warning.
I think it was public.
Next lot.
I'm pretty sure.
$55.
I think I'm pretty positive. But
$65.
if it wasn't, you didn't hear it from me.
$70.
Put it that way. But I'm pretty positive they had like a
$75.
thing. Or the parent
$80.
company had a thing.
$85. $90.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 went for $500 there. Siren, horror game on PS2 here, 9.6A.
$110.
9.8A, hey, $500 for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Doesn't even feel bad. You should buy the Tony Hawk 2. I mean, like I'm saying, $500 for it doesn't even feel bad. Like that's, you know, not a crazy premium. If anyone was the underbidder on that Zelda, you have a copy on your eBay shop cheaper than what it just sold for. There we go. That's how you cash out, Jose. You follow the auctions and then you strike on those underbidders.
Fair warning.
What was the big winner of the night so far? It might be the Zelda 2, honestly.
Next lot.
Like, I know it's not the most expensive game that's sold,
$20.
but the Zelda 2 for $2,100 is a lot for an 8.0A oval.
$28.
Just making sure. The Double Dragon for $2,280 is up there as most expensive of the night, but I need to price check if that's actually good for a Donkey Kong 64, man. I guess is also right up there for the biggest winner of the night. $2,760 for a 9.0. It's just a big freaking sale. Did anyone fact check on the Soul Silver there as to what this sold for at the 6th Gen showcase? $1,920 tonight for VGA 90 Soul Silver. Ah, frick! I'll do it myself. We'll do it live. How do we get there? Heritage.
Fair warning.
Heritage. Okay.
Next lot. $750.
You can't rely on chat in 2024, I tell you. Chat is absolutely slacking out here.
$900.
What the heck is going on here? I can't put the space in it. Apparently I need to put it as one word. Soul Silver VGA. VGA 90 just sold 5 days ago for $1,520. Just $1,560, sorry. So there you go. In the weekly auction, $1,920. In the 6th Gen showcase, $1,560. Just, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Eyes are on the weekly. People are paying attention to the weekly auctions again. Maybe that's what it says. Maybe that's what we can take away from that. Fallout New Vegas 9.68 plus one for $129. Amped Freestyle, not for resale, Xbox launch team copy, 9.88 plus for $1,000. Counter-Strike 9.88 plus. Look, oh my gosh. Oh, here, Bob. Who just asked? What's the big winner of the night? Counter-Strike pushing up to 1,600, looking for 1,800. 9.88 plus. Counter-Strike without the Xbox Live trial sticker. You can also get a copy with the live trial sticker.
Next lot.
Yo, 8-Bit Music, welcome in, dude.
$30.
Counter-Strike for $1,680. Yo, Cristiano, welcome in, fellow degenerate.
$44.
Daylight savings time got me today, dude. Showed up late for the auction, terrible. Amped Freestyle is so expensive because it is a not-for-resale launch team copy. So down here you have the not-for-resale on it. So the Xbox launch team got these promo copies of games. I think it was like, what, the 8 launch titles or something they all received a copy of? There's Halo, Amped, Oddworld, one of the football games. They all sell pretty damn well if you can get those not-for-resale promo copies. So that's why Amped went for $1,000 today. Counter-Strike, 1,680 into Curse, the Eye of Isis. 9.68 plus horror game on the Xbox. I think it was also released on PC. First time at Heritage Auctions. A horror game on Xbox that doesn't get nearly as much attention.
Fair warning.
As, like, you know, even Obscure or Silent Hill or Resident Evil, obviously. I don't know if it's a good game or not. When I was a full set Xbox collector, this game used to be, like, $15 and I bought multiple copies because I was like, oh, it's a horror game, you know what I mean? People love horror. And here's 9.68 plus now for $240. No clue if it's a good game or not, but if you're into horror titles, maybe check it out. That's The Curse of Isis. Or The Eye of Isis, right? Curse, The Eye of Isis? Yes. Yeah. Fatal Frame 9.0B. Fatal Frame on original Xbox. With the UPC correction sticker. Interesting.
$85, $90.
First time offering the Xbox version. 9.0B. Unique cover on the Xbox version too.
Warning.
Those are employee store purchase copies, Odin. So there's this thing with Xbox where like employees could purchase internally. Or I don't know if they got steep discounts or how it was, but that's those games with that big sticker on it. These here were given away. I don't. Is anyone else here? How are these ones given away? These Xbox launch team promo copies.
Fair warning. $120.
I don't know their actual distribution. But they were never sold, as far as I understand. Those copies with the big stickers on them were sold and bought by Xbox employees.
$130, $140, $100.
Fatal Frame went for $114. Ghost Recon 9.88 plus. Highest graded copy out of 6 on the Pop Report. Ghost Recon 9.88 plus. Some love here for 9.8 plus Xbox tonight.
Fair warning.
Even Ghost Recon shooting up to $400. Prices are considerably up. Yeah. Yeah, it feels pretty safe to say that, hey, Craig? It feels pretty safe to say that.
Next lot.
Yeah.
$1.
It's getting competitive out here. $384 for Ghost Recon into Splinter Cell 80 plus. Yeah, the sticker ones are just Microsoft Store. Those ones are easy. I just don't remember exactly how the not for resale launch copies did.
$65.
You heard 9.8 Xbox is very hard. I mean, A++ barely exists on Xbox, so 9.88 plus is basically your best. Unless you can find a VGA 90 or something. But Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. There, you just gotta go down in grade, right? Just get yourself a nice 80. $89 for Splinter Cell. That's better. That's more affordable Xbox. Tom Clancy Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow 9.68 plus. I'm pushing up pretty quickly here, over 150. I was about to say most of the really big premiums we see are on 9.8 Xbox. But then this one shot up so fast that, you know, I didn't want to say that. Pandora Tomorrow here, looking for almost $200. Oh shoot, Simon, have fun in Italy, dude. Make sure to Oh my god, make sure to update the Discord what you're up to.
Next lot.
Let us know what you're up to, Simon, in Italy. That'll be sick, dude. Splinter Cell, $192 and original, an S controller, VGA 80. I was gonna call it the original controller, but it's not a Duke. This is the smaller controller, the S type, or I always called it S type, controller S, I guess.
$160.
The later release console that was a bit smaller in your hand.
$70.
VGA 80 on this, looking for $200. So prices are oh my god. So prices on this are up, you say. Is that true for lower value stuff on eBay as well? eBay, you might see a lag, actually. Interestingly, Brandon. The eBay market generally moves slower than the Heritage market does, just because there's more buy it now listings and stuff like that. So if Heritage is slowly moving up and the auction houses are going up, then eBay will move afterwards. You know, might be like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks lag. At least that's kind of what I've noticed. eBay has to go through buy it now listings and everything else, whereas this is just auction, auction, auction. So when prices are going up, prices go up very quickly on the auction houses. And when prices are going down, prices go down very quickly on the auction houses. And eBay is a bit slower to move in general on stuff.
$420.
$992 for the controller there into BioShock 9.8A plus slipcover with the review quotes on it. The slipcover is a 9.2, 9.8A plus on the actual game. Seems really difficult to actually sell graded games on eBay. Most people sit on them forever. Yes, it is slow, for sure.
Fair warning.
You, like, I was going to say you almost have to auction stuff. Like, you kind of do. If you're looking for buy it now and stuff, it's pretty slow. It is pretty slow. Especially when the market was going down, Rare Spawn. Like, the past 2 years on eBay trying to sell graded stuff. Buy it now, Oboe. It's slow. It's slow. No doubt about it. So the biggest highlight since the insane Nintendo Power price. What do you mean? Like, since Nintendo Power sold for $120,000? Like, you mean like the biggest highlights in the past year? Something like that?
Fair warning.
BioShock going for $504. Here's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Hardened Edition 85 plus going for $372. Ultimate Alliance with bonus Daredevil inside 9.4A here. I don't know if that code there is like a first print code or like, you know, assumedly that's going to be an early one, I would think. I'm not even sure if I've seen Ultimate Alliance with that code on it.
$50.
We'll see what this does here. 9.4A. Any $1 million Mario chairs? No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. The big thing that just took place, CCT, I don't know if you saw the $288,000 Zelda. There was a first print Zelda CGC 8.0 that just sold.
Fair warning.
What was it? A VGA 85 Deluxe set unopened went for $120,000. Wada 10 Ocarina of Time went for $150K.
Fair $80. $90.
Huh. What else is huge since then? NWC, Nintendo World Championships, just went for $84,000.
Fair warning.
There's some stuff floating up there. I mean, a lot of those really, really big sales, like the Zelda, the Mario 2 for $100,000, those are still down a lot from their 2021 peaks, but like, you know, big sales. Speaking of big sales, Ultimate Alliance pushing over $100 here, looking for $150. Yeah, the Mario 2 for $120 was a big one. You think each major retailer got a specific character on Marvel Ultimate Alliance. You don't see the Daredevil one much, though. That's really cool. That is cool to know. Sold for $140. Resident Evil 5 VGA 90 Big Box Collector's Edition. Pushing its way up over $300, no, almost $400. This is really cool in my opinion. Like, that's just really freaking neat. Resident Evil 5 Collector's Edition VGA 90.
$380.
Quickly pushing its way up to $450 now. Mario Galaxy and Italians on the checklist. Thanks, Greg. Will do. You got an opportunity with Lamborghini through Rob. What? You got into an opportunity with Lamborghini through Roblox. Not sure what to expect. We'll post in the Discord. What? Why am I hearing Lamborghini and Roblox in the same sentence? Truly, we are living in 2024. This is what a time to be alive. Godspeed, Simon. May you get those Lamborghini Roblox, bro.
$60.
Still can't believe the NWC sold on Half Price Crook's website. Yeah, dude. That copy was graded too. I don't know if ownership is public. I don't know if the owner has gone out and, you know, said I bought it or anything.
$500.
But the copy did end up at Wada Games. People saw the cert number and stuff. That copy has been graded. It was real. We just waiting to see it pop up now. Lamborghini came to Roblox and you want a VIP tour. That's insane. Like, that's actually insane. Hopefully it's fun. It sounds like it's going to be fun, so. That sounds like a great frickin' time. The Resident Evil 5 here. It did get some love in the end. Two people here are really bleeding this. They're really bleeding the bid here. You can see how many times fair warning is popping up. A war of attrition has broke out on Resident Evil 5. Looking for $780 now. That's finally where they will call it. $720. Yeah, that's just cool. That's really cool. VGA 90 on that.
$70.
Full Caliber 4 Premium Edition, 85 plus. I actually kind of love all of these Xbox 360 collector's editions. Like, this was one of my peak times as a gamer. And like every game seemed to be getting like
Fair
a
warning.
premium hardened collectors, you know?
$90.
They're just awesome. They're pretty cool. 85 plus on Soul Calibur 401. Looking for only $100 too. Jeez, do I just place a bid on this?
$100.
Holy smokes.
$10.
I'll do
You've
one
been
more
outbid.
bid. Wonder who I'm bidding against. Am I just bidding against Title Dreams in the chat here?
$120.
You've been outbid.
You get a metal souvenir case with a collectible comic, art book, tournament kit with a tournament bracket,
warning.
a t-shirt, and a downloadable character creation content.
$130.
It's getting a few more bids now, looking for $159. Yeah, the Tekken on PlayStation 1 went for $55K too. That was a big one. You think each major... Oh yeah, sorry. Already read that one.
$110.
Yeah, the 360 special editions were just cool. Just a great era of gaming. $149 in the end. Honestly, it's still pretty cheap. Like, maybe I just should have chucked a couple more bids. I don't know. I'm feeling cheap tonight. Like, because I'm coming into this auction, I was late to the auction, I was anxious, I was nervous, you know what I mean? I'm not in, like, a good buying state. I'm, like, I'm in one of these states where, like, I don't want anyone to touch me like I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not in a good buying state of mind right now. Maybe another night I would have chucked a couple more bids at this, but $149 tonight. Rainbow Six Vegas, 9.88 plus on this.
$190.
Highest graded copy of 2. I mean, yeah, I guess not many people are submitting Xbox games yet, but... not really, Brandon. Rarely would I buy a new collector's edition. In general, I just, like I just don't need it. I just don't really have the space for it.
Warning.
I did pick up Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I did make an exception there. I did grab the collector's edition, but...
Fair warning.
Am I tied up in JP games? What do you mean?
Next lot.
What do you mean, Odin?
$600.
Rainbow Six even went for $312 there. 9.88 plus. Fortnite, 9.68 plus. Fortnite for Xbox
Fair
One
warning.
to close out the auction. I miss the days when it was Tom Brady closing out the auctions. Those were the frickin' days. Yeah, in general,
Fair
in the
warning.
past, like 3 to 6 months, CCT, prices are up. I would say that on a really, like, you know, a short term, prices are up.
Fair
Going from
warning.
2021, I mean, stuff is still down anywhere from 80, you know, 40 to 80%, depending on what you look at.
$200.
Like, it's certainly not a, it's not like, oh my God, we're through the worst of it. We're back, baby.
$300.
It's more of a, hey, look, like, some stuff is going up. We're actually seeing some decent sales. We're actually, you know, we're not bleeding anymore. We're seeing a little bit of bumps here in a 3 to 6 month time frame.
Fair warning.
But if you go 12, 18, 24 months, you know, still more debatable. Fortnite closed at $1,500 there, $1,560. Oh, you just noticed I've bought a lot of Japanese games, Odin? I bought a lot of Japanese games a year ago. I'm still buying too many Japanese games. I do have some going up for the JP auction though, so like I am gonna start finally you know, making back some money on the Japanese games now. Keep what I want, sell off some extras. Like the whole process is gonna work itself out here. It's like it's gonna be like a 5-year plan here with Japanese games. You know, by 2026, I should have my personal collection stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I still do buy them though. Yes. Yep, still do. Donkey Kong 64 led the frickin' auction. Man. I put it in the thumbnail because I was just racing to create a thumbnail, and I was like, oh, we'll talk about DK64 today, I guess. It ended up being the most expensive game in the frickin' auction at $2,760 for a 9.08 plus. Like, outselling Double Dragon 9.48 plus for $2,280. Underneath it, Killer Instinct 9.88 plus for $2,280. Number 4 was Paper Mario 9.08 plus plus. Great sale compared to comps we've been seeing, $2,160. And same with the Zelda, just a great comp compared to what we've been seeing over the past 3 to 6 months. 8.08 going for $2,100. I do want to look at Double Dragon here quick, the 9.48 plus. Whoops, hold. Hold, everybody. Hold. Just hold. Double Dragon. We're looking at ovals here. The round seal really outsells it, so we just had 9.48 plus sell for 2,280. See, like that actually isn't all that good for Double Dragon. 9.2A, $3,100. That was back in 2022. 9.2A for 2,600. That was February 2023. 9.48 plus, the same grade, sold for 3,500. January 2023. So that's what I mean. Where even when we're saying like the prices on a lot of stuff are up, it's still not a blanket statement on everything. Double Dragon here is still down from the last time it sold, January 2023. Year over year, it still is down, what, 30%? So, you know, more stuff is doing good than bad now, I would say. But, you know, it's not, it's still not, we got a long ways to go. There's a long ways for this market to go. And one game selling for less than every other game in this auction. Splinter Cell, 80 plus for $89. Lowest game in the auction. And honestly, it's cool. It's cool to get yourself like a VGA 80 plus. You pay under $100. Like, that's a really sweet spot there. If you want to get into this, VGA 80 plus are super affordable stuff. Really good price point to enter into the hobby at. Really good price point. Yeah, Halo 4 is gone, Comac. The days of Halo 4 are over. I manipulated the DK64 market. Like, no. I pumped the DK64 market with my thumbnail. Like, oh no, if Greg's talking about it, like, then that means it's good. Or even here it is, yeah. Pumped the market with the DK64 thumbnail. There it is. Everyone knew. Everyone knew to get their bids in. You thought Splinter Cell stunk? I mean, Splinter Cell went on forever, man. Like, that series had a lot of games in it. I didn't like Splinter Cell either. Like, I played one of them when I was younger. It was just, like, slow, tactical. It just kind of sucked, you know what I mean? I didn't get into it at all. But Splinter Cell as a series, I mean, it spawned a lot of games. It feels like between, what, like 2000... The year 2000 and like 2005, we probably got 20 Tom Clancy games. And like 6 of them were Splinter Cell, you know? Oh, Alma, you bought that Fatal Frame? That's sick. Bob, you bought the Splinter Cell. Good shit, man. Yeah, I think it's great for $89. Like, it's great. You have to remember Signature and Showcase auctions bring out the impulse buyers and buyers with more money. Always have them around tax season and stocks pumping, etc. Nice snowball lately. It has been. Your brother's making the video. Yeah, your brother Carl's making the video about the DK64 manipulation. If Greg did pump the DK64 market, I'm sure we'll hear about it from Larry. Yeah, Larry's my check retro habit. Larry's my check now. He has to keep me in line. You grabbed the Ghost Recon in Rainbow Six Vegas? Nice. Some people getting some nice Xbox stuff today. Yeah, put a Sneak King thumbnail next time. Yeah, that'll be the frickin' day super garbage day when we see Sneak King on here and the other Burger King games. We need 9.8A++ Burger King games. Those are what we can all retire on. Guess you need to start getting your 360 games graded. Yeah, it just depends. Like, I am slowly grading some of my own 360 stuff, PS3 stuff around this time, Bob. But, like, I really try to 9.6A+ or better. You know, if you get a 9.4, it's not awful or anything, but, you know, really hoping for 9.6A+ with the 360 PS3 era for my own personal grading. But on that note, you guys, sorry about being late. Obviously, that stinks. I appreciate you guys still coming out. We still had like 90, there's like 90 people in here. That's crazy. 16 likes. Thank you to all 16 of you who hit the like button. That's crazy. That's appreciated. The stream was sponsored, but like I probably, you know, given that I was late and everything, this one probably is just not going to be, we'll see. We'll see. Thanks to Heritage sponsoring. In case it's sponsoring, like we'll do a, you know what I mean? We'll still get a disclaimer out there. Stream is sponsored. But We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes when you show up 20 minutes late. But on that note, join the Discord. Have a good night, everybody. We are back next Tuesday. We have a showcase auction next Thursday, I believe. I promise it won't be late. Good night, everybody. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. I'm not hanging out for any more minutes.